In the heart of West Africa, where the red earth meets the golden sun, a new voice has risen, a voice of defiance, hope, and destiny. His name is Ibrahim Traoré, a soldier, a believer, a son of Burkina Faso. Born on March 14, 1988, he grew up not in palaces or privilege, but in the dust of ordinary struggle. His strength was not inherited, it was earned. At the University of Ouagadougou, Traoré was a student before he was a soldier. There he learned that freedom is not taught in books. It is lived through sacrifice. He studied science, but dreamed of justice. By 2006, he had joined the army of Burkina Faso, a young man in uniform, ready to serve a nation searching for its identity. In the chaos of insurgencies and broken promises, he rose through the ranks with quiet determination. His comrades called him IB, a name spoken with respect, for the captain who led from the front, who refused to abandon his men when bullets fell. Then came September 2022, a time of deep crisis. Burkina Faso was bleeding, its people losing faith, its leadership losing grip. And from the midst of uncertainty, Traoré stepped forward. Not for glory, not for greed, but because silence was no longer an option. The world called it a coup. He called it a turning point. The old order fell, the young captain became president, and a new chapter began. He was just 36 years old, one of the youngest leaders in the world, but his words carried the weight of a century of struggle. He spoke not just for Burkina Faso, but for every African nation still trapped in the shadow of exploitation. He said, "If we process our own minerals, our people will work, our industries will grow, and wealth will stay here, at home." That message shook the world, because it wasn't just politics, it was truth, spoken plainly, boldly, without fear. They called him defiant, they called him dangerous, but to his people, he became a symbol of dignity. He reminded Africa that independence is not a day in history, it is a daily battle, a constant demand to be respected, not as beggars, but as builders. He speaks French, Dioula, in the universal language of conviction, and his dream is an Africa that decides for itself, that builds with its own hands, that feeds, protects, and leads its own people. From the deserts of the Sahel to the cities of the coast, his name echoes with hope. Traoré, the soldier who chose the harder road. He doesn't claim perfection, he doesn't promise miracles, but he dares to believe that freedom is worth fighting for again.